So Alcaraz has won the Australian Open, and obviously, I am not here to be a very neutral presenter and be like, okay, congratulations, Alcaraz. To be honest, I will say congratulations, Alcaraz, well deserved. And the way he played, the relentless pressure he put on Djokovic, to like he knew that Djokovic competing at this level, point after point, relentlessly going after each and every shot, just making another shot, just making another shot, and the fact that you need the level of concentration to even hit a simple volley, and that is why he won the game, because he is a fighter and he showed why he is the world number one. But obviously, we will talk more about Novak Djokovic, and it truly broke my heart, to be honest. I've had to get a shower, uh, have a nap, recollect my thoughts, and then make a video, because it's truly heartbreaking for me, because everyone knows, and Novak Djokovic told in the end that I don't know if I am going to come back next year or not. You never know what happens in 12 months, and that is the point. This was for me, this was his best chance of the 25th, like, Australian Open. This is his home. This is where he has like made an incredible journey, an incredible story of Rod Laver Arena, and how much he was loved there. You could see the crowd backing him. I have rarely seen Novak Djokovic getting most of the support against the big players, and right now Carlos Alcaraz is probably the biggest, most loved player in the world, and to have that much support, it is truly, it just shows you that how much people love Novak Djokovic and what he has done, and finally he has got his due, which was missing for I don't know past how many years. And as a Djokovic fan, you have always like believed in him. I don't think as a Djokovic fan it has ever been that, oh, I'm going to write off Djokovic in this situation or that situation. He has come back from the dead in so many occasions that you have to back this man. And the way he opened the first set, I was so bullish. I was so bullish the way he opened the first set, because he had it. Like, that was what he did to Nadal in 2019. That was what he did to so many players in Rod Laver Arena. Like, simply unplayable. His forehands were like, just, he had the range. He was making his shots and he was looking energetic. And Alcaraz was nowhere near. He broke him twice in the first set. To just believe that he broke him twice in the first set, and then he could not even get close to Alcaraz after that. That is just weird, but that is 38, that is 39, that is the age, that is the point of aging, that you cannot sustain that level throughout. A fit Djokovic, 2019 Djokovic, what was his age in 2019? He was still 32. It was not like he was the youngest player on the tour in that Grand Slam, but that Djokovic just absolutely would have wiped the floor with Alcaraz, in my opinion, and he would have. I think it would have been a straight sets affair after that. Even though Alcaraz showed, in the second set, I didn't think Alcaraz did anything special. Djokovic all of a sudden dropped his level to another like, he dropped his level to a point where Alcaraz didn't need to even try. He got a break, and then it was that after that. And then in the third set, he tried to get back to it, but Alcaraz, that is where Alcaraz is special, because he then started fighting. He was like, okay, you are trying to come back, but I'll not allow you. I'll do my best to not allow you to come back to the game. And Djokovic, who was not fully into his best tennis yet, could not keep up with that, could not keep up with the energy, and could never get back to the game, because once you drop your level to an extent, which he did in the second set, I don't think like you can come back easily against someone who is relentlessly ready to get the ball back to the net a million times. And Djokovic tried attacking, and he did everything he can after that. From the third set to the fourth set, he did everything. He fought. He saved so many break points, like he did against Yannick Sinner, and fought till till the end, but to no avail, because Alcaraz was also ready for the fight, and the fitter body from the younger body sort of won the game. And that is sort of heartbreaking, because it is not for the lack of effort, it is not even for the lack of tennis talent as such. Like today, if someone says Carlos Alcaraz beat Novak Djokovic, so he's the better tennis player or he's the greatest of all time, etc. I don't think that is the case. I don't think Carlos Alcaraz beats Novak Djokovic at his when Djokovic is fully fit and healthy. I don't think his body is capable of being that 100% fitness level anymore. I don't think he will ever reach a stage where he'll be 100% fit. I'll I also doubt that he'll ever be in a position like he was in this Grand Slam, where he got two walkovers. He played two sets in two rounds, and he was healthy and fit for Sinner. That is why he could compete with Sinner and beat Sinner, because then body was not in question. He got to a level where he could compete physically. But then again, after the five-set match, to recover and then again come back against Alcaraz, there, then and there, that showed that his body cannot like compete to that level anymore. And other Grand Slams, he will not get walkovers, and he'll have more sets in his body coming to the semifinals. And then I don't think Sinner or Alcaraz would like make it easier for him to win any more Grand Slams. So that is that, I guess, for Djokovic. And even as a fan, if you are a Novak Djokovic fan and you are just hoping, like, just get me that 25th. We were all hoping for a Olympic gold the same way, and we got that. And now we are like, oh, 25th, and then we'll be 26, 27. No matter how many achievements we get, no matter how much someone achieves who has already given so much, your expectations just keep on increasing. I don't think it ever goes like, okay, we don't care if you win or lose, it's okay. But it should be like that. I think it is incredible shamelessness that we are still expecting Novak Djokovic to come up and just win titles against Alcaraz and Sinner, who are at their peak of their careers right now. I don't care if someone is 22, 23 right now. If you ask anybody, the level of tennis they are playing, Yannick Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz are at their peak. And as we are seeing sports develop, we are seeing a lot of younger players peak very early, and later on their body catches up to them. So I think that is what is happening here as well, because if you look at Djokovic, him at 22, it was not his peak. He peaked really in 2010, 2011, which would be when he was 22, 23 probably. But yeah, like Carlos Alcaraz has been doing it since he was 19. So the sets, these games, the energy he put in this final, that relentless chasing of the ball, no matter how many winners or great shots Novak Djokovic was playing in both corners of the court, Alcaraz was able to reach there. That is what young legs do. That is what a fit body at the peak of their career does, and that is what Alcaraz did. But that will take its toll in time, and you will have to take a lot of good care of your body. So it is not easy, and for Carlos Alcaraz to reach anywhere near Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic, he'll have to do what he has done in the last 2 years, four, five times more. So you are expecting this kind of effort, this kind of energy, and this kind of fitness to sustain at least for 10, 11, 12 years, and then you'll sort of see, and then he'll reach a stage where he will have to compete with younger players. So that is what happens. That is the story of life, that one day you are competing, you are the younger one, and the like tomorrow he'll be facing someone who is younger than him, fitter than him, then he'll feel what he used to do to opponents. So that is what is happening to Novak Djokovic as well, because he used to be relentless. He used to force players to play that one more shot, and they used to be so irritated by that, and they could not keep their concentration, and they finally just gave up in the last set, serving for the tiebreaker. It was not like, oh, Djokovic crumbled under pressure or something. He knew that Alcaraz would fight and fight till the end, and he was trying to sort of um, he was trying to try too hard, like he was trying too hard to finish points quickly, etc. And he was not comfortable there. Again, against Sinner, he was not worried about his body. He just played his tennis, and when you look at Carlos Alcaraz, he also forces you to sort of um, with those drop shots, he tires your legs more. You're always chasing, you're always doubtful. Sinner doesn't make you doubt yourself. You're deep in the court, you know he's going to hit it hard, and he's not going to show you that much variety that Alcaraz did. And the net points he won, then Novak, like Djokovic, sort of thought that, okay, let me get closer to the net, and when he does that, he's not comfortable there also. So sort of a lot of decisions were made because Novak Djokovic was not fully confident about his body. And yeah, I think that is totally okay. I am no one to sort of criticize you because you are not able to win Grand Slam finals at 38, 39 years of age. I don't know, is he 38 or is he 39? Uh, I need to first look at that. Is Novak Djokovic 38 or 39? I think he's 38, but he'll be 39 very soon. But yeah, the fact that he's competing in the Australian Open final says it all. But yeah, I don't know what is going to happen next for Novak Djokovic. I think French Open next, but really, the next best chance for him would obviously be in the Wimbledon, where he has his second most Grand Slam titles, and that is the one I kind of feel like he would want if the ultimate glory and last game Grand Slam he would want to win is the Wimbledon. But grass court, Alcaraz, there it would be even tougher to beat Alcaraz. This was one of the chances where is not the best hard court players. Obviously, he's still probably the second best after Sinner, but here you might have some weaknesses against him in grass court. It is very difficult, but let's see what happens. But irrespective of the result, I think very proud of Novak Djokovic's performances. And even though I am pretty deflated today, in perspective, gain perspective about these things and look at the bigger picture. Couldn't be more prouder of what Novak Djokovic has done throughout this Australian Open and throughout his career. So yeah, more power to Novak Djokovic, and congratulations Carlos Alcaraz, fifth Grand Slam title. Brilliant win again, and the semi-final win was also pretty special, coming back and having those tiebreakers and that marathon match, to come back and recover from that and still have the energy to then, after losing the first set, not being deflated, not doubting yourself, and kept going, and then the fighting spirit showed and he prevailed in the end. So obviously, Nadal was also there to support him. Djokovic asked Nadal if he wanted to play, etc., which was also something nice to witness. But yeah, uh, not the best Australian Opens this one, but I think yeah, the knockout stage delivered, and his it was pretty incredible to witness these 2 3 days of tennis. So yeah, pretty satisfied with what I have seen. A lot of tennis has been watched in the last 2 3 games. I think yeah, we'll be waiting for the French Open now. So yeah, bye.